G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different toy review. Now of course, yes, I don't normally run the trains a lot often on my YouTube channel these days because, you know, I seem to basically seldom play them a lot nowadays though, but here we go. I'm just playing with a Tokyo Metro train in the background there, which is like a Japanese toy train of some kind. Thank goodness it's still running. Oh yes, I'm totally blocking the way, am I? Just to show you the view of the train. Am I? Yeah, but anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and do a toy review. I actually was originally going to be doing it on, I can't really remember, but I think I was originally going to be doing it on, I thought I was going to be doing it on like Tuesday, but then I thought, nah, I was just going to look for some tropical bird themed products. But nevertheless, we have those over here. We've just got about just a massive pile of flip-flap toys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this almost sounds like a 10 reviews in 10 minutes type toy review, but I'm actually going to be reviewing some British Wildlife Collection birds, water birds in general. Now I think what I'm going to be doing instead of actually just showcasing the birds right over at the forehead, I think I'm just going to hold them like so. That's what I'm showcasing. So, first product will be this one here. It says flip-flap Origami British Wildlife Collection. That's what I'm going to show it to you, hey. It's the pre-breeding inland and coastal Seabird swimming, Seabird Roost swimming flock 12 pack. £23. That's bloody expensive. I don't know why the British Wildlife Collection toys are somewhat more expensive than the Penguin Club World or either than the Leisure 2023 products. It's kind of interesting. We've still got these toy products like that still, which is pretty interesting. Hopefully they should make more of those. And the cormorants, they look kind of very different though. They're sort of rendered very differently compared to what they were in the past, which is totally interesting. And yes, they've all got the names as well too. You've probably seen them before in previous flip-flap toy reviews. And here's the other ones as well. That one also says Great Cormorant as well. It's a very nice looking bird. I'm so glad that, you know, that the toy range is still alive. Overall you've got like a very nice looking bird. It looks quite nice, isn't it? I like the eye detailing as well though. I never knew that cormorants also had blue eyes. I thought they just had green. Oh god, that's so cold, but to the eyes. And there's traffic on the background. Great. But anyways, that looks totally awesome seeing some birds. And of course, yes, we've got some, what else do we have? We've also got some black-headed gulls. That's very, very nice to have in the rain as well though too. It's just amazing that we're just getting like a myriad of different birds that we're actually getting on those products. They're actually quite fancy and fantastic. And what else is there? There's another one right over here. All of them have got like the pure summer breeding plumage type heads. The ones that we're having now in real life, they're now actually molting into their winter plumage, which is kind of interesting because, you know, it's the more common type form of black-headed gull. Let's see what we have. So we've got a lesser blackback. There we go, this is actually quite nice. And then we also have this. So it's basically talking about the 3 different species of gulls. You know, the herring and the lesser blackbacks. I mean, notice how slatish greyish are they as well. Some people told me they often appear like a charcoaly sort of black, but I can't really remember what shade of it was. There you go, there's the herring gull next, with its pale silvery grey back. It looks lovely with the giant black wing tips. Oh, jeez, I felt really tired. But hey, you know what? This toy review doesn't stop here. Of course, it actually doesn't look too bad. So we've got 1, 2, 3 herring gulls, and then we've also got some lesser blackbacks, and then we've also got some black-headed gulls, and alongside that, some cormorants. This is so fantastic. This is actually quite impressive. Now, so far in 2023, I haven't done, well, there's a lot of flip-flap products here I would ponder myself to review upon. You know, I haven't really done any flip up pony themed toys and flip up dinosaur themed products. I'd love to see them being made as well, and the vehicles. I'd love to make, you know, certain toy vehicles like, you know, the cars, the trucks, and the buses in general. I need to drink some water because my throat is a little bit croaky though. That's what happens every time when I'm like this every morning. 16 seconds. I'm just constantly staring at bits of traffic. Sorry about that, I was just kind of a bit of a busybody, just staring amongst traffic. Who knows? My room is actually messy because I was straightforward doing a whole bunch of arts and crafts. And right over there is actually what you can see is a model of a pony though that I'm actually going to finish if I have some time here. Now, I can tell what I guys like, I'm actually currently very busy working on my animation, but at the same time I'm also working on some arts and crafts. So, don't take it as very instant. It's going to be totally different somehow. Anyways, moving right along. This is another Flip Up Origami British Wild Collection toy. It's the black-headed Gull, Colony and Common GADWALL Courtship pair bug with Lakeside Bugs 12 pack. £13.99. £14. Now this is a much more cheaper Flip Up product, and this is what we have. And we've also got some dragonflies or damselflies. That's nice. And we've also got like a blowfly, which is a type of fly. That's interesting. We're getting flies in the Flip Up toy range now. That's very, very cool. Out they come. And here comes the fly. So cute, aren't they? Whoa, and then we've also got... Hey, this is so fantastic, right? I just hope everything is all nice and super dandy. So we've got like a... Got some dragonflies or damselflies. I think the male one is the blue one. They don't really look anything like real dragonflies. They're just, you know, cartoony looking ones. I think dragonflies actually have got more of a compact type body than, let's say, a very chubby and fat one. And their tails are supposed to be much more longer than their bodies. But also the detailing of the dragonflies, they're also a little bit, it's kind of interesting. Also a tad small as well. I'm not sure if you can see it via focusing on camera. It's a bit different, isn't it? But you know, yeah, I'm not sure if you could probably use a very top-notch looking pair of glasses just to. I'm not sure if you can need, you know, just a very high-tech pair of spectacles to just wear it. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? You know, just to see what these dragonflies are like. I think the green one is the female and the blue one is the male. And then we've also got this blowfly, who for some reason I believe is some weird green bottle blowfly. It looks pretty iridescent, doesn't it? You know, just to fly around and smell of all of the poop it might try and find and eat. Look at that. Okay, just to annoy a lot of other people though. Buzz around for food and whatnot. That'd be nasty. So, that's quite interesting. So we're getting like, yeah, some bugs as well too. And in fact, this product toy range was actually made, I think this was made during February. So we've got like a GADWALL, which is a female one, because I can tell by the beak, it looks like a female. There's a lot of black-headed Gulls all around here, but there's actually different types of black-headed Gulls. Going by the looks of it though, hey? I would have preferred if there was loads and loads of GADWALLs around here though, because I just have seen plentiful amounts of GADWALLs. They're actually quite common birds, as you can definitely tell. And what else can we see here? So we've got like, there's quite a lot of black-headed Gulls here, hey? And this is actually quite impressive. So we've just got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yes, it actually makes sense. So we've just got we've got 5 of those, which are the adult type birds. Oh my crikey, man, we've just got a lot of them, which are the adult type birds. Interestingly enough, you know, I don't have to show you so much of all of the details of what these water birds actually have. And it's not too bad, not too crazy in general. And I don't know how intricately detailed as I'm actually filming along the way, because actually what we're getting is, apart from the adult birds, we've also got the first wintering birds, or some people call it the first summers, but there you go, there's the back side, the black tail band, whatever I call it there. Although they'll be faded and gone completely by late summer. It's actually not too bad. It's actually quite a very nice looking design, of course. It's actually made during February of 2023. Now, it would have been highly provocatively productive during like February of 2023. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it, Day? You know, this year would have been left behind with no toy reviews being made, which would have been very alienistic. It almost felt like my YouTube channel was in a total lockdown, especially during Christmas. You know, that was an absolute lockdown. It was a very strange comatose state for what we had so far. And for me, that was very unusual. Having my YouTube channel being absolutely distorted, contorted, and deserted without any fertility of video production. But nevertheless, in goes the seagulls and also the pair of ducks. This is actually fairly impressive. I wonder how much time did I just finish that off. That was crazy. Okay, so we've done this and we've done that. Let me just see. Next up, it's the common Goldeneye duck Crustacean Crave 5-pack. It's cost about it's the flip Origami British Wildlife Collection toy as always. £5.50. Crikey, jeez, that's actually, man, this is actually one of the rarest. Of course, yes, it's so funny. I never expected to see a pair of Goldeneye. So far, I think I just saw them during the month of January. It was pretty interesting, and funnily enough, I unexpectedly saw GADWALL and also Goldeneyes. Basically a duck named after the James Bond film. And maybe these ducks are secret agents or spies, aren't they? They always do that every winter. And look how, whoa, look how amazingly detailed the Goldeneyes are. They've actually been made within a mixture of watercolour, and it looks like they're going to be feasting on lobsters. That's very strange. I'm not sure of what you can actually tell by the way they're being built. Whatnot. Wonder how they look very strange, the lobsters. They don't look anything like real lobsters in general. They kind of look like something out of a fictional Japanese. They look like a Pokemon. Probably, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe like a Vikavolt, I guess. You know, that beetle, that electric type beetle from Pokemon Sun and Moon. I don't know. It's quite curious. They almost kind of look like futuristic vehicles. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking of. Very, very strange. And we've also got the Goldeneyes. That looks very, very cool. So here's the female. She's got like a brown looking head. These actually kind of remind me of the smaller, how do you say it, the saw-billed ducks. Got a bit of, you know, a bit of chalk pastel action going on here. Now the top part would have been coloured in with a bit of watercolour on the top. Same thing with the head. And at least the head is over. The eye would have been painted very intricately. It's got like a very weird looking greyish beak with a bit of a hint of yellow on the front. That's very strange. It's a very strange looking bird. It's got like a greyish looking sort of body. I kind of look very intrigued. It's a very nice looking bird in general. And then we've also got another Goldeneye, which is a mile away here. Oh my crockies, it's a green one. It's got like some sort of head cheek thing which on the front, which is white. That's a very, you know, strange and very peculiar looking bird. It's a very nice one. It does, as I said before, reminds me of the saw-billed ducks by the looks of it though. It's got like a greenish head as well. I mean, that looks quite interesting. I love the stripes. That looks intricately detailed. Now if I flip this over, there you go. It's a very impressive looking bird. I actually found these birds at Bartley Reservoir. That was quite a rare find. You know, to see a Goldeneye would have been a very intriguingly rare spot. It would have been a rare species in general. Wow. I don't think I'll be seeing any more of those anymore, but I might be totally wrong, because they are relatively quite common. Who knows? In nature reserves, but not so much, I suppose. And they're actually quite rare breeding birds. By the looks of it, there you go, that's some very weird dumb drawings of lobsters. But the Goldeneye ducks, they're actually very impressive. Yeah. The James Bond of the duck world. Goldeneyes, how cool is that? Right. This is actually going to be quite intriguing. So the next one we'll be looking at is, once again, ooh, this is the water birds that start with G starter 12 pack, £13. That's quite interesting though. So we've got seagulls, or gulls, geese and grebes. That's a very nice way of actually, sort of, you know, having a go at different birds in general. Although maybe I should do something particularly different though. So anyways, we've got some grebes, great crested grebes, or in their summer plumage type forms. Luckily enough, we don't have to handle like something tiny like fish in general. And that's what they say, great crested grebe. It's interesting, the grebes in this one are all in the summer plumage, or in the breeding plumage as we call them, hey? And also one of the first birds that you might see during winter time with the amazing courtship spectacles. You know, during like the middle and the late part of winter, it is absolutely fascinating. Yep, here you go. That's actually really great. And then we've also got some black-headed gulls. Sadly in the news though, basically I think it was like, let's say early summer or late spring, we've seen a lot of those birds just die off, a massive die off of these birds. That's just sad, isn't it? And then we've also got some Canada geese, which look like that. They look pretty much mundane. I might have to do a jump cut though, because, you know, I might as well just take a break. I'll be right back, because I don't know how much time I'll just be, you know, doing toy reviews for the sake of it. It's crazy, isn't it? Who knows? I must have been eating quite a large appetite somehow, hey? A very, very large appetite. Oh, you know what? I think we've seen those before, haven't we? Yeah, I think we've seen them before in previous videos. You might be totally wrong, but actually, I love the fact that the Great Crested Grebe is far beyond more detailed than in previous models. That's very pro. That's a very pro looking model. I love the fact you've got like different shades of brown implemented. That's very mature somehow. I love that. Anyways, I might have to do a jump cut. But we've only got about 5 more products left though, so that shouldn't be too bad. Even though you might be thinking, oh, but Ivan, this is going to be too risky in general though. Well, we'll see how risky it can get. Well, I just really don't believe in how fast this year's summer is actually going, even though we've got periods of warm weather next week, and also I think the early part of this weekend. But by the time we'll be reaching up towards the later part of next week, it's going to get cooler. It's crazy and how the weather seems to change, chop and change. Okay, I've just suddenly taken a break there because overall I just didn't know something was about to jump out of me. Something brown and nasty was about to deploy from my backside. But anyways, well, let's not talk about that, eh? So I just had to run down towards the loo, and at least I totally survived. Anyways, let's move on to something else. Oh yes, you know, speaking of the Goosanders that we've been thinking of, and the sawbill ducks that I was thinking of earlier on, here's one from that product, which often looks like this. It's a flipper origami British Wildlife Collection. A toy, I think this is one of the few from that product, which I believe is one of the first ones I've made. This one was made back in 2022. That's pretty old. God damn it, time just really flies by. It's a British Wildlife Collection. Black-headed gulls, wintering duet versus big common European carp capturing Goosander duck pair 5-pack. £9 or £8.99. That product seems very vintage, doesn't it? It actually is quite reminiscent of how flip-up toys used to look like. Although we've got like a new logo, which already is about 2 years old. I'm not sure if I could probably change the logo again, but I just thought, you know, I'm just going to keep it as it is. You know, as time literally flies by, that's it, it's crazy, isn't it? Anyways, so we've got a nice looking carp, which looks pretty mundane. You know, I would prefer it if there was so much detail to that fish by adding like this, just to get it like a black fin of course, or like a greyish top fin, or dorsal fin in general. Anyway, we've also got some wintering black-headed gulls, you know, in darkish spotted type plumage on the head plumage of some sort. And we've kind of got some goosanders which look like that. Part of me is thinking, wow, how did I do that so well? It actually isn't too bad. So we've got the male and the female. Okay, so yeah, so that's a very nice interpretation of what we've seen before. I should probably make more of those because they too look fairly impressive. So we've got like a female goosander, and then we've also got like a male one as well too. They're actually quite intriguing looking water birds. Maybe I should make like 2 of them. Because I've already seen them before at the nature reserve in Sandwell. But I haven't seen them in this month though. That's actually not too bad. I'm seeing quite a lot of gulls. It's quite a basic looking fish. It's a basic looking product. It's a nice price pack. Very, very nice in general. Marvellous. Let's move on to the next product. And of course, it's kind of weird for these rare occurrences. I just have to, you know, do loads and loads of jump cuts. That's weird. Actually, hang on a minute. There's a 12 pack for, look at that. There's a 12 pack of the same sort of product. So we've got, that there costs about £15.99. We've got like an evil looking seagull over here, hey? It's a flip-flop origami British Wildlife Collection black-headed gull wintering food frenzy flock versus Goosander duck pair 12 pack. Again, this is so weird. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny that I've already got the same sort of feature. I kind of realised, hey, that is just weird. So we've got some bread and some fish as well too. It's so funny, we've got the same Goosander type birds again. You know, it's funny, I never thought I'd be trying to chase after these birds, and once again for the same visuals in general though. So it's about, how do you say it? Okay, we've got about, that's weird, so we've got about 4 of them of course. Is it 4 or 5? So we've got 4 black-headed gulls in wintering plumage. Same detailings of course. Maybe I should open the wings up because of people saying, but David, you should, you know, abandon the detailings that you just missed. But anyways, we've also got some smaller carp as well. They look very small, very babyish. They're fairly babyish looking toys, going by the size of them as well. It looks very cute. Cutesy indeed, as always. And then we've also got some bread. That's very lovely for the birds, but should you dare not to feed them? That's a very huge debate. Oh, it's weird. It looks like they've got like jam on the front on them. And then we've also got the same Goosanders though from that other product though, but I feel like I should probably make another one though. Sorry, I thought I was going to make like 2 more, but now I just realised, nah, we've already got one here, hey. But I think I should probably make some more of those Goosander ducks. They're actually quite rare looking birds of the wetland type habitat. You know, it's actually not too bad. I fairly recommend the Goosander. It's a very impressive looking migratory water duck of some kind. That looks great, although the packaging looks a bit broken up, a bit ripped up like so. Oh dear, the packaging seemed far better days. I mean, look at that. See, that's got a nasty little shape here. Nasty big shape, that's very nasty. So, that product seemed far better days. Fancy that. Anyways, let's move on to, there seems to be lots of black-headed gull themed products. This one is the 5th Origami British Wildlife Collection black-headed gull pre-breeding swimming colony, or pre-breeding colony and swimming tufted ducks 12 pack, which costs about £12.99 or £13. Quite closely, and there's the back of the packaging here. I actually did look at some various bird blogs. Not vlogs, blogs, and some people told me that I think black-headed gulls and tufted ducks nest on the same spot. You know, being nature reserve wetland type islands. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Alright, let me just open this one up. Not too bad actually, here we come. Here we go. I think we've got most of them open now, so what we've got here. So, we've got some fish, that's again, looks like carp. And then we've also got some mussels here as well. Interesting, so we've got about 7 water birds and 5 accessories. Interesting, so we've got, again, we've got the same, oh, this one's got like a floppy looking beak. How weird is that? So we've got about 5 of those black-headed gulls. I mean, look at that, this is just chronically maddening, seeing just this massive gathering of black-headed gulls. And then we've also got, I think this is a female tufted duck, although I feel like the colour of the body and the head is a little bit wrong for me. It's a little bit too dark. Maybe they should be a little bit lighter though. That's my criticism here. And here is the male tufted duck, which looks like that, all purplish in colour. Although it doesn't have a tuft on the back, it still looks fairly amazing. And there's no name. Bummer. But I can definitely solve this one very fast. Just go ahead and something. Actually, I do know we might as well. I think by September of next year. I think this year. I thought I was going to say next year, eh? I'm also going to release some jigsaw puzzles. That'll be a coincidence because I remember doing some jigsaw puzzles. I think it was like a Vietnam 2021. How do you say it? It was a jigsaw puzzle which almost had like a missing piece. But luckily I've actually done it so far, hey, and here we go. Now we've also got like some mussels in general. They almost look painted pretty realistic. Mind you, if I sprayed a bit of black, that would have added the realism even more. And then we've also got some carp, some fish. That looks very interesting. Not sure if you can see that though too. Once again, fairly babyish looking as well because of how small they look. But I think they're designed to look more like adult carps in general though. Once again, it would have been painted with watercolour paints, chalk pastels, and other whatnot. It's still quite a fancy looking product. I tell you what those guys say, this is amazing. Right, we've got 2 more products left and then this toy review is straightforward, done and dusted. Actually what I should do, in fact, by the time when it gets into 8 o'clock, blimey, it's going to be quite intriguing. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this toy review has gone absolutely haywirely fast. We've got another one which says Origami British Wild Collection Black-Headed Gull and Colony and Rare Ducks 12-pack. That's interesting. We'll sure say Wintering Ducks. That would have been better off a proper name somehow, hey? Yep. That's what we've got. All looking great, I suppose, hey? And then we've also got another one which costs about, 99 pence more. This is a breeding colony and geese pair 12-pack. But we've got like Greylag geese, which is nice. Maybe I should take a look at this one here first. The one with the gulls and the many ducks as well. There seems to be quite a lot of ducks. What's that one there? Is that like a male pochard? I'll try and do my best to, how do you say it? To try and be very discernible on various duck species. Try and differentiate one species and another by discreting in a very environmentally friendly way. That is. Of course, that's a male common pochard drake. Is that a female pochard? I'm probably guessing that actually is. Let me see. Yes, it is. It's a female common pochard. How cool is that? Interesting, the eye seems to be whitish in colour. The male's got like a reddish looking sort of eye. Look how chestnut the colour of the head and the neck is. I mean, look how bright and beautiful and pretty chestnutty it is. That looks fairly fancy. And then we've also got this here. It looks like a mallard, but it actually is a shoveler. Which for some reason the beak isn't too shovelly. Should have actually done a little bit more realism by making the beak looking more like a shovel than just a bland looking beak. There you go, it says female northern shoveler. Okay, it looks very, very nice. And then we've also got this common shoveler, which is, I presume, is a male one. Straightforward, it looks fairly nice. Yeah, strangely enough, hey, that is a very fancy and nice looking bird. I love the green head in general. It looks very bright and a bit colourful as well too. All of it is done and decked in a beautiful compilation of watercolour. In a composition of watercolour more like. And there is a tufted duck who for some reason it's got like a greyish, sort of lighty, creamy, greyish, creamish looking underside. Very strange, isn't it? And then here you go, there's the bottom of it, hey? And then we've also got this female tufted duck, which once again I think it's much more betterly detailed than the other one that I've done before, although the paint's a bit oversprayed from here and that section there. That's my only criticism here. Yeah, there's a bit of overspraying, so it's not really the best of all paint detailings in general. And then we've also got some black-headed gulls. Some of them may have also got like black tails and brown detailings on the wings here, which indicate possibilities that this is a first summer or first wintering black-headed gull. There you go, it actually says first summer this time around here. Pretty interesting, isn't it? There you go, that's the same here as well. Very nice and provocative and very productive in the way I'm doing, you know, that many black-headed gulls. There's so many of them here, hey? I feel like I'm doing like, you know, hundreds if not thousands of them. That would be, you know, an absolute nightmare fuel of just seeing this many gulls, especially the black-headed ones, in a massive scale. And luckily enough I didn't have any small components to handle anything small in general, but you know, this is the life. That is totally fantastic. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. And here comes our last product. Before we should pretty much sign off the video, eh? At least I'm doing like 2 videos, like 2 video clips. I'm just filming though after that one jump cut that was very highly unexpected. If I was completely successful, mind you, I would have done like a bed and breakfast type tour review. You know, I would have been totally better off in that way, I suppose. But anyways, let me just go ahead and review the last of that product, which is the 5th Origami British Wild Collection Black-Headed Gull Breeding Colony and Geese, Breeding Colony Flock and Geese pair 12 pack. I think there's the back of the packaging here. Eh? Ooh, look how ticked off that Canada Goose is. And look at that, they're all, you know, they're called Cobra chickens. Look how aggressive they are. To the black-headed gulls. Wow, that's a very mean and aggressive looking brute for a goose like that. Anyways, let me just go ahead and unpack this and see what's up for grabs. Out they come. Oh yes, nice stuff indeed. Oh yay. So we've got some Greylag geese, which for some reason they're actually detailed very differently though in whitish paper. There you go, there's the name Greylag geese. It's kind of interesting. I actually tend to prefer the white ones more than the grey ones though, but maybe both. It's actually one of the more versatile water birds. And then we've also got some Canada geese. There's a pair of them here, hey? And we've also got some black-headed gulls. Let's see which one of those is a first summer or first wintering birds. There you go, there's one of them here. Okay, going by the black tails and the brown detailings on the wings. And we've just got about 4 of each, which is nice. 2 each of the geese, and then we've got 4 of the black-headed gulls in different forms. And then we've just got these normal black-headed gulls. Again, it's quite weird, we're getting so much of those guys, and they seem to be like, you know, in a constant. There seems to be far too many of them. Even though, despite with that being said, there seems to be a massive real-life die-off of black-headed gulls, which is caused by avian influenza. But, nevertheless, with that being said, at least that was a great tour review. Just to compose everything and anything in general, I shall probably edit that via the video editor, and should hopefully get this video straightforward, back on track and running. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed in this very strange tour review, very weird postponed tour review. Please give this video a like, subscribe for more for that videos in the future, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now!